Zauber is a platform for time travel to bring stories to their location. And as you can see here, we really love to work with footage, with historical footage, but with any kind of photo and video, and turn that into experiences exactly at the location where the stories happened. And we've created a range of technologies to be a really good software as a service provider for our clients, our creators and partners to do that. Yeah, I want to show you a few use cases that we created and how augmented reality can be used for the future, for the metaverse, and to take the metaverse to the streets. For example, we are starting a collaboration now with Borussia Dortmund, with BVB, which is a big soccer club in Germany, and we will bring magic into the stadium. So whoever is visiting the stadium, can have an experience of all the iconic moments that happened there, and just have a very exciting experience, even when the stadium is empty. We're also working with a big porcelain brand, Meissen, the inventor of porcelain, who brought porcelain to Europe many, many hundreds of years ago. And we will show the ideas behind the products, the stories behind the products, but also things like showing the Day of Liberation for the concentration camp memorial site in Dachau, but also the history of Adlon, of the Kempinski Group, which is a great hotel here in Berlin. In Hamburg, we work with the Hamburger Morgenpost to show the history of the nightlife district of St. Pauli. All the clubs, we have also gamified elements like scavenger hunts and music games. With the opera on the Rhine in Düsseldorf, you can see opera singers coming to life as holograms from the magic flute, the Zauberflöte, or ballerinas dancing on top of the opera house. But we've also been working, as I mentioned, with German history in the Dachau concentration camp memorial site, where here we turned artwork of prisoners into experiences. But also here we showed the Day of Liberation, when the Americans liberated the camp, and showed the Day of Liberation with historical photography placed exactly at the point where it happened. So it's very easy to create this kind of content when we use historical photos that we segment, that we layer in different layers, and turn that into experiences. It's very simple, but it makes a lot of sense. And of course, it shows the history behind such tragic moments, and is used by many groups of pupils and tour guides on location. Another app that we released just a couple of weeks ago was in collaboration with the Deutsche Kinemathek, which is a German film museum that shows movies that were actually filmed and captured and created here in Berlin. So you can go to locations at Alexanderplatz, at Cottbuser Tor, and see the scenes of the movie as they are playing out at that location. Yeah. For us, it's always important that it's a quick, fun experience, that you can also share with your friends. And that's just fun to do. And here's a nice commercial done for the app.
King Kong. Am Conti gedreht. Das ist hier der Original-Schauplatz. Das ist das Auenland. Ja, satt, saftig, grün, Grunewald. Hier ist die Heimat von Frodo Beutling. Casino Royale. Daniel Craig. Tomb Raider. Hier gedreht in der Hasenheide. Krass, oder? Hogwarts. Wahnsinn. Hier, Berliner Alexanderplatz an diesem Beck. Welchen Blockbuster haben Sie wohl hier gedreht? Na, mal eine Idee? Richtig, Titanic.
So you can download that now and check it out here in Berlin and have a nice film tour. Something we did with Zeddy, which is the premium Döner kebab brand of Kaplan, is that you could win free Döner. This is at Zoologischer Garten here in Berlin. So we had a couple of hungry teenagers at lunchtime who were walking by the shop, the Döner shop, and they were activated to go on this augmented reality scavenger hunt. Kind of in German, it's called a Schnitzeljagd. In this case, it was a Dönerjagd, and you could find the Döner. If you find them, they are hidden. You collect them. And what's also pretty fun about our technology is that we can really accurately save content at a specific location. So we can really decide where to hide the Döner. There were a couple of other Döners hidden on top of a lamppost, so the teenagers needed to climb up. So yeah, it can be pretty fun. Another experience we are starting to build now with the WDR is about the stumbling blocks, right? This is a very well-known memorial site, actually the world's largest decentralized memorial site, where basically each golden brick, which is laid into the paths in front of houses, signifies and commemorates a Jewish life that was affected in the Holocaust. And then you can go to these stumbling blocks and see the lives, the people that actually lived there, to really, bring home the point behind it. We are also working with illustrations, and these are 3D models of actual, items that belong to these victims. I also want to show you a bit of a sneak peek into the future of Zauber. So as you saw, we really love to work with augmented reality and bring the stories to its location and use AR to have a very immersive experience. But what if you want to, bring something home with you after you went to a spot and had this experience? And that's why we are incorporating collectibles. You can actually get one also here in our collaboration with XPRO, because you visited XPRO here at the IFA. And as you can see, this is how it looks. Our creative director Henning created these, which are always inspired by snow globes and contain a bit, a piece of the real world. On the left side, you can see NFT NYC. This was for a conference in New York, and everybody who visited could get this NFT. On the right side, you can see a sneak peek into our own story that we are going to release about space, historical moments that happened in space. And yeah, obviously we are not able to travel there, but there will be a fun gamification to virtually travel there at light speed, X light speed, and then here, for example, learn about the Apollo 11 mission. It will also contain packs that you can find, that you can buy. It is in general, of course, connected to the concept of NFTs, which we think is a new way to offer creators, and we work with a lot of creators, tour guides, but also large brands, but a way to monetize AR and monetize stories that happened somewhere in the real world, right? So we want to take the metaverse to the streets, and we want to offer a way to bring these stories back into the metaverse. Yeah. Another story that looks pretty good I wanted to show you is a black hole on the left side. On the right side, you will see a bit how it will look in our web app that we are going to launch. You can, jump and fly into the memories, see historical photos on location, and then, of course, always learn about them. So you are seeing here now on the right side. In a second, we are having a creator coming up, telling a story about what happened, what we just looked at, and this is a way for us also to collaborate with creators, and again with NFTs and collectibles, offer them a way to monetize their knowledge and their stories. This is quite early in development, but the whole idea that this is encircling is that we want to create and help create an identity for the metaverse, and there are a lot of great avatar projects already, where you can create an avatar for yourself and change your looks and then jump from metaverse to metaverse, and we want to be the ones who create a travel ID, an NFT passport, an ID of the experiences you had in the real world that you can then bring back. How are we doing this? We are a software as a service company with a quite extensive content management system, that allows to turn historical footage with a drag and drop AI CMS into these experiences. You can place them on location. We've been partnering over a year ago with Google to make it very simple to anchor these experiences. The little prism you see here is the phone, the mobile phone or the tablet, which is scanning the architecture and then basically knows exactly down to inch accuracy where it is placed, where it is rotated, where the transform of the phone is, and that makes it really possible and scalable for the first time. Just briefly on our collaboration with the Borussia Dortmund, this is quite interesting. We are working in the Snapdragon Spaces program with Telecom and Qualcomm to bring the stadium to the AR glasses, and you will be able to see, how the stadium feels on a game day, even if you visit on a non-game day. Okay, learn more about the stadium, hang out with the stars, take selfies, and this is all being done by the team of Zauber. We are based here in Berlin, still a small startup, around 16 people now, I want to invite everyone to get your own collectible here for your visit at XPRO. So you can just scan the QR code, add in your wallet, your Ethereum wallet address, and then we are going to mint it for you and push it to your wallet. This is how it looks. Yeah. Nice, I see some people taking photos. You don't want to not get that. So thank you very much, and thank you again. Cool.